I'm from Greensboro, North Carolina. And growing up, I had a lot of different conditions that seemed to be unexplained. I remember sitting in my biology class freshman year at the University of North Carolina at Greensboro, and my professor talking about diabetes, the frequent thirst, the frequent urination, the skin changes, and I said, this sounds like me. And so I remember going home and telling my mom about it and her saying, okay, let's ask the doctor. And taking me to the doctor who said, that's what happens when people learn about things in school. They start to self-diagnose themselves. And it wasn't until I was about 24 years old, I went to Germany for my uncle's wedding. And that whole trip, I was barely conscious. On the way home, they had to roll me through the airport in a wheelchair because I was basically delirious. Went to the emergency room and found out I was diabetic. At that point, it was kind of an aha moment to say, okay, finally I have an explanation for some things that have been going on. I went years taking the metformin and other oral medications that gave some relief, but did not resolve the problem as efficiently or effectively as they should have. So I was asked if I'd ever been referred to an endocrinologist, and I had not been. And that visit changed my whole diabetic trajectory. They tested me for the type 1 marker, realized that even though I'm not technically type 1, my body made no insulin. And so that's the infamous type 1.5, type 2 that people are learning more about. And so now when I go into any professional or medical appointment, I speak from my own perspective. I advocate for myself, and I'm learning to not take we don't know for an answer. To say, okay, well, we're going to keep figuring out and trying something until I feel confident or comfortable with the response that I'm given.